Alright everybody, so today we did not get above freezing, but the sun was out in full force and the snow is dripping off the roof. A lot of the snow on the new part come off the roof over there, and this end is letting go, so hopefully that'll freeze tonight. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be 34, 35 degrees. Hopefully that'll let go. And you can see on this roof, everything I shoveled off. Well, not everything I shoveled off, but like right in here, that I ran the torpedo heater in the shop or in the shed all day, and that melted back down. And I had that all shoveled off, and it drifted back in the other day, and them heavy winds. So we ran the torpedo heater all day today. Water has been running off the roof like crazy, and I'm really hoping that this does the same, that it freezes tonight and then it comes sliding off. I shoveled until I couldn't shovel anymore, so I'm really hoping it slides off the roof tomorrow. But like I say, ran the torpedo heater. Neighbor gave me that idea. They did that in their shed, and they ran it all day one day. Water was dripping off the roof, but the snow just would not slide. So it's amazing how the camera makes it look really light. So they ran their torpedo heater all day in their shed, and it was dripping, but the snow didn't slide off the roof. So the next day they fired it back up, and these rodents, these are gonna eat me out of house and home, let me tell you what. So anyways, they ran their heater all day the first day, and water was dripping off the roof, but the snow just wouldn't slide. I kind of hoped that it'd slide off overnight, and it didn't. So on day number 2, they fired up the torpedo heater. Said it ran for about an hour, hour and a half, and then all of a sudden the snow come off. Basically, it started melting the snow from the bottom, and then it refroze. But instead of being frost against the steel like it is now, it turned to ice. So then the next morning, once it started warming it back up, it got that little film of water between the ice and the steel, and then all the snow slid off. No, I haven't done anything with that. I'm not going to. We're going to tear it down. Honestly, right now, if it does fall, it's going to catch on these 2 posts, or 3 posts, and it can't come down very far, so we're going to leave it. If it falls, it falls. If it don't, I'll put the 40-20 underneath earth lower and get the steel back off. But so I just shot the torpedo heater off and went and grabbed this camera. You can see up there, that was a big drift coming off. I got that all shoveled off because I was afraid that once that does slide down, that it would land on this roof and take it the rest of the way down. So kids everywhere. Well, there's only 4 of them. There's only 4 of yous, huh? But I have 2 cows that will probably calve in our storm tomorrow. Isn't that right, 54? They will probably calve in the storm tomorrow. Yes, they will. That is probably what's going to happen. What? You crazy heifer. You crazy heifer. You crazy heifer. Yes. Gotta love on your cows when you can. Where are they? Right there, number 24. She's springing pretty good. If you guys are going to be able to see or not. I'm surprised she didn't calve yet today. Her bag is filling out really fast, and she's all springy. And Oreo's udder is filling up, and she's all nice and loose. So it'll be about tomorrow when the storm starts around 4 o'clock that they'll decide to start calving. But it's part of the game, I guess. You calve this time of the year, they're bound to calve in a snowstorm. But here's these three. I didn't see where that other calf was hiding. Got one more little boy hiding somewhere. And for everybody that asks, I've got 4 in the ground. I don't count Pumpkin because she was technically born last year, but she's supposed to be this year's calf. She's out of 52. So 52 is, there she is right there. 52, 53, and 54. And Princess were supposed to be my new moms for this year. Of course, Princess, that's Patch. Princess is out of Patch. Patty is out of Patch. There's that calf we put in the warmer the other day. Isn't that right, little man? Yes, look at that cute little face. And Zinger, that's Zinger. Her daughter is Zoe. Zoe is the one that had this calf the other day that we put in the warmer. That's not your calf, Zinger. Your calf is laying down over here. It's pretty bad when I gotta go out and tell my cows where the calves are, right? 48 is getting super close, if you can't tell. But her udder isn't filling up very fast, which, you know, that isn't always a thing. I have, right there is Zoe. I have seen on many occasions where they drop a calf and the bag fills up. So, we'll see what happens. Right, 49. Yeah, don't worry, your kid's back there. So anyways, that's what's going on around here, everybody. I was told that I need to do more videos, more update videos, so here's an update video. Get a shot of the roof from this side. You can see how what I shoveled off started to drift back in, but I'm really hoping it comes off the roof tonight. Yeah, the shed is insured. All the buildings are insured. All the equipment's insured. The shed's insured for pretty good money. If that shed came down, I have it insured for enough to build 2 more. But I really don't want it to come down because I do not want to have to deal with cleaning that mess up. Ain't that right, Black Kitty? How original of a name, huh? That's my cat. Nobody else can touch him. But the north side of the shed, there is no snow on the roof, or very little snow. There's about 6 inches of snow on the north side, and on the south side drifted. So that is a lot of the reason why I'm going to do a single slope, monoslope type shed for my cattle barn once we get that far, because the snow doesn't really drift on the north side of the buildings. There's about 6 inches of snow up there, and towards the top there is no snow. So that is why I plan to build so they're all sloped like this, no slope on the south. That way the sunlight can shine underneath there, help warm that tin up, and get the snow to slide off. And yeah, that's the plan for the next shed, for the cattle shed. And I tell you what, if this shed goes down in the snowstorm, I am not building another pole shed like this. Dumb in my opinion. Sure, these trusses are cheaper, but we have a northwest wind. It blows over that peak and then it swirls and makes a big drift. And like right now, in order to try and rake that off, all these guys are building these tools for skid steers and payloaders and everything to clean it off. I need something 50 foot long. From that peak to the end of the steel is 40 foot, 42 foot actually. So by the time you made something mount on the skid steer or tractor bucket loader, you need something almost 50 foot long. So yeah, we're gonna hope like crazy that it doesn't go down, because the plan is I'm gonna close this north wall off. I'm not gonna build doors on the ends right now. I'm gonna build this big door here. But if this was closed off, and I've already mentioned that I plan to build a new cattle shed, I want to put clear plastic along that side, that Evolite type stuff, so sunlight can shine in here. But close it off so wind can't blow through, because I really hate all the snow in here. You know, my corn's all full of snow. But if it was all closed in, I could just hang 2 tarps on these north doors. And then I would do the same here on that end, hang a tarp quick, and it'd make it a lot easier to heat this and try and get the snow to melt off the roof. Because you can shovel all you want, and that's a lot of square foot up there, especially when it's over waist deep. But the snow has melted a lot. As you can see, it is still melting. So we're gonna cross our fingers and hope like crazy that it comes sliding off tonight or tomorrow before our next storm shows up, which they are saying 5 to 10 inches of heavy wet snow, 35 degrees. So that is not going to be good. But anyhow, you can see I started cleaning that shed roof off too, just because I could. But there isn't hardly any snow on there. So that snow is only about 6 inches deep, same as the north side of this shed over here. Lean to on the big shed, so yeah. And I know darn well, if that was a single slope, I bet you that would have all melted off today. Because everywhere where there is hay or anything, I took the perometer out here and measured everything. I even measured like the skids, the pallet forks and the bale spear and this blue bucket. This pile of hay, that was almost 100 degrees in the sun. That was 90 degrees, and then we're both in the 70s. So I think if you had a monoslope and bedding underneath, that would absorb a lot of that heat, radiate it back up underneath that roof, and it would melt off a lot better. But anyhow, just a little update for everybody that's asking what's going on. So same old, still winter in Wisconsin. Oh well, it'll get warm again soon. So thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.